So I've been doing art for over 5 years now.
I've been studying art for about 5 to 6 years.
I've been doing art for about 4 years.
The IBR has definitely taught me to be much more open-minded and respectful to other mindsets or perspective people have.
These ideas that I had, I never knew how to express, and I never knew in what way I wanted to express them. And the journey throughout this entire 2 years of IB art has really helped me.
These past 2 years have been incredible. Not only befriending the people around me, but also being able to learn how different people have different experiences and how they convey those perspectives through their art.
I learned that art is a form of expressions, and I think it's very important for every artist to have an intention and purpose.
These 2 years have given me so much experience and taught me a lot about art that I wish to use in my future studies. The 2 years has allowed me to view art in a different perspective that I wish to show and express in my exhibition.
I have learned a lot more about my religion, my culture.
The results at the end of the course went beyond even my imagination. I achieved things that I never thought I ever could.
The main issue that I wanted to tackle within the body of my work stemmed from my personal experience as a multicultural individual. I am ethnically Indonesian, but I was born in Japan and raised in Malaysia. This exhibition is a journey in exploring my identity, expressing the challenges I have faced regarding ethnocentrism and discrimination, as well as accepting the differences of the cultures that I grew up with.
My art making started with an exploration of how war can destroy personal aspects of one physical and mental state, and how these shape the way people live as they are being controlled. The concept then gradually evolved into a curiosity about social views, because of their feelings and traumas they face in media responses all around me. By exploring this idea, I've discovered that children and adults have an impact on how they are destroyed. By presenting them in my artworks, my theme makes a final transition to understand their circumstances through their anger and pain. I wanted my audience to feel sorrow for the countries and people who have suffered from the outbreak of war, however, also have a sense of pride for their own country, especially in wars happening today and ongoing for years.
What I really wanted to explore within my work was this idea of universal fears and the human experience. I wanted to investigate how these complex and seemingly abstract concepts like mortality, death, anxiety, and surveillance, how they're ever present in everyone's mind, regardless of cultural background, regardless of where you come from. What I really wanted to do with my works and my exhibition was to have the audience go through a reflective journey. I wanted them to see how these experiences and how these themes are also very much present in their lives.
My body of work focused and was centralized around the idea of fear and the unknown, the different experiences that everyone has with it, things that come along with fears like nightmares, phobias, being uncomfortable in a position that is foreign to someone else. I really wanted to evoke a feeling of uncomfortableness and to get my audience to really step out of their bubble and put them in a foreign situation. They just have to open up to really experience my pieces of work.
I want to explore how people feel in these transitions in their adolescent, adult, and old age. Like, what change do they go through, like emotionally, physically? As all human beings, we all go through the same thing. We all go through pain and happiness in life. I want my audience to feel a sense of comfort and familiarity through my pieces, because I feel like it's okay for everyone to feel lost. That's part of growing up, finding your identity.
In the body of my work, I looked mainly at different gender stereotypes and cultural stereotypes, the stereotypical ideas people have between certain religions and cultures. I wanted my audience, therefore, to in any way ground back to their own sense of identity, towards recognizing their own religion and cultural backgrounds, letting people know that things like this are still happening in our world today and what we can do to change it and accept it.
The theme for my exhibition is emotion expressed through gestures, and is about a boy who was bullied as a child and later grew to be emotionally broken. So as my audience walks through my exhibition, I aim for them to feel and experience the pain that the subject in my exhibition feels.